Hi guys, my name is Erica. I have been living with type 1 diabetes for 30 years and this is a diabetes lifestyle channel. So there are two occasions where a diabetic might feel off and need some help. That is when they are experiencing hyperglycemia or hypoglycemia, or as we in the biz like to call it, high or low. We're going to talk about low blood sugars, and this one is important because these happen often, they happen quickly, and it's really helpful for a diabetic when you have someone assisting you and making things happen. This is a favorite of mine. It is close to my heart. People need support when they have a low blood sugar. So let's talk about how you can help your diabetic friends when they are low. Okay, so first of all, symptoms of a low blood sugar. Shaky, lightheaded, confused, disoriented, hungry, sweaty, weak, numbness on your tongue or lips, and increased heart rate. Funny enough, I'm low. Okay, so fast-acting sugar. I have here chewable glucotabs. So this is glucose in a chewable tablet. I keep these in my purse, in my bag, everywhere. Juice works really fast. My go-to, I get a low blood sugar, I grab a juice box. That's the first thing I do. So your friend has a low blood sugar, grab them a juice box, open it up, tell them to sit down, give them the juice box, and watch them drink it. Extreme lows feel so crappy, and unfortunately, when you get low enough, you get confused and disoriented. You're not always thinking straight. If you have a low blood sugar, your first thought should be, I'll grab a juice box. But when you're confused and disoriented, that is not top of your mind. If you were in the middle of making your kids lunch, you're probably gonna continue making them lunch instead of stopping, getting a juice box, and then continuing, which is so reasonable when you're not low. If your friend says they have a low blood sugar and you find that they're getting distracted, they're not really doing anything to alleviate the low blood sugar, that's a symptom of a low blood sugar. So you need to just give them juice and tell them to drink it. So typically, like a textbook telling you how to treat a low blood sugar would tell you to start with 15 grams of carbs, which this juice box is 22. So let's just say this juice box. They would tell you to have the juice box, wait 15 minutes, check your blood sugar again, have more if you need more, just chill. Reasonable. Makes total sense. However, the urgency your body feels when you have a low blood sugar, there's nothing calm, reasonable, collective. An extreme low blood sugar at 3 o'clock in the morning typically means that you are standing in the fridge, chugging OJ from the carton while dipping granola bars in coconut oil, shoveling Fruit Loops in your mouth while preheating the oven for spinach puffs, grabbing a fork, eating directly out of the pie that your mother just made to give to your grandmother tomorrow, washing it all down with a glass of milk that you just found on the kitchen counter. Okay, finally, one more thing about low blood sugars that I just really feel like I should warn you about if you don't already know. People who have a low blood sugar can be real. You are gonna need to put on your work pants. You're gonna need to you are going to work to help someone with a low blood sugar. When they're in a low blood sugar rut, they are rude. You need to have a thick skin. Don't let them hurt your feelings. They don't mean it. I don't know the science behind it, but the filter goes out the window. I have hurt so many people's feelings. My mother, mostly, 1 million times, my husband. You have to have a thick skin. You have to ignore them. They're in this fog zone and there's no filter. They're not being nice. They are probably being rude to you. Open a juice box, give it to them, open it nicely and give it to them, and just ignore them. If you want to be mad about it and talk about it later, that's fine. But in the moment, just give them their juice, let them recover. And please, they need your help. They need you to give them that juice. So don't get your feelings hurt and like walk out of the room and leave them there with a low blood sugar. Even if they're so rude, open the juice box and give it to them, please. They need it. They need your help, whether they're admitting it in that moment or not. Okay, so just a couple of safety tips that we try to practice around here. I always check my blood sugar before I drive, especially now. I have 2 kids. I keep juice boxes and glucose tabs everywhere. I just stash them anywhere I'm gonna be. I have them beside my bed. They're in the kitchen, they're in my truck, they're in my purse, in the stroller. I have them in the stroller for walks. And yeah, I mean, most of the time you'll see if they're a little bit off. They'll be doing something funny. Something will be funny. I always carry a little bit of cash on me if we go for a walk. That way, if I have a super low blood sugar and I have my juice box and I'm still feeling low, I could walk into Tim Hortons and buy an orange juice. And the other thing, which I know is tricky, tell someone, anyone, if you're traveling, just tell at least one person that you're diabetic. So I hope this was a little bit helpful, at least the low blood sugar side of things, which is the important side of things. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you next week.